Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 TS Sub. This is not a regular season race. We gotta get into this very quickly. This is a sprint to sprint championship mode that we're doing, that F1 TS Sub always does at the beginning, at the end of every season. And starting at Baku, and we're green to start this race. And alongside me, who I forgot to say is Jono, not Nick. And there's a huge incident coming towards turn one. Too many to say. One person was already disqualified off the start, and many others are sprinting off turn one. It is raining here, by the way, and everyone else is on the slick tire. So what a way to start today's race.
Yeah, that is absolutely chaotic start, as we expected. Complete chaos on the exit of turn one there.
Well, looking up at Cloudy Balloons, last driver to get in this field, so I'm not sure the last, but when we look at this position change, look at Samster. He started around in 15th or so. He's now second. He's gained 14 positions, but by the Dwellers, he gained 10 spots off the start. However, big losers back in the back are Rex and running the wheel. They've lost 14 to 13 positions amongst themselves. There's a huge pack in the background here, wheel to wheel for P15. Noah and Gazman going at it. The Renault trying to go all the way around the outside, trying to hop back towards the inside, but single file. Mercedes got to move down towards the inside, but there's three wide, headed towards the castle section. And no, that's a Force India. There's Sean. He's trying to get his way through there. Don't go too wide towards the castle section. This is a good idea. Well, it gets squeezed to the wall, and they're going to go off the track. And they hit the Pirelli barrier in the castle section. The Sauber has been sent off in the runoff road. Two other cars follow them, hitting the barrier. Cloudy Balloon still leads. And man, that was...
Wow.
Yeah, I had to start.
There's just incidents throughout the field. I don't know who to look at next. There's just cars side by side everywhere at the moment. And yeah, everybody is, as we know, 3-lap sprint race here, and 10 of them. And yeah, we're half lap in, and we've already seen loads and loads of action.
Yes, looking back with 13. I can see the Mercedes going at it with the Ferrari. There is some lag between learning the wheel and Black Mumbai, but these two race each other in the pinnacle there, and the Ferrari spins off the S section in the Renault. But the Ferrari has made some contact with them. The Force India, Sean. Black Mumbai, he's been sent all the way around. We've not actually introduced all the drivers yet because these are the two tiers combined for the people that could make it today. Quick rundown on the penultimate lap of this race, and it's only the second lap of the race. These Cloudy Balloons, Sam, Jamie, James Slater, Vadi Dweller, T.S. Odom spins in 6th, Kevin 7th, 8th, Malloy, Bookster, then it's the Renault, is that Spider Altus? I'm not sure. I'm too far away from the TV itself. 11th is Noah, 12th is Stifler, 13th Kian, then it's Sean on the wheel, Jonas Gazman, Black Moonlight, Matt, your daddy, and Rex rounding out the field. And that does it. There's a yellow in Sector 1, but I don't know who. Many yellow drivers have been involved in incidents today, and Bookster trying to set it up the inside of Malloy.
And yeah, that didn't work out too well for them, did it? But look at the position changes as well. We've got James Slater in 3rd, who started 14. He's at 14 positions.
Three wide, Kian. Look at Kian. Oh my goodness me, they're going back to 2 wide. Oh, this is a good head. Well, they're in the barrier, the Renault. Oh, the Spider Altus is into the barrier. Oh, what a shame. I kind of want to see if they could go 2 wide through that. Would have been hilarious.
That would. Yeah. Oh, we got cars hitting the walls everywhere as well. They're riding the walls like old-fashioned Gran Turismo style here.
There are some things to do if there is no damage here. Damage is turned off. You just go full throttle in one of the choke corners and bounce off the wall. And that's what I'd do. Because, I mean, you get like fantastic lap times.
Well, that's it.
Use it to your advantage.
Yeah, why not?
Fastest lap. Cloudy Balloons. He's pulling away. He's lucky. James Slater. He's drilling in Jamie for P2. Will he have a look to the inside? Thinks better of it. This is the final lap. He may try something this last lap. Keep an eye on P number 2. And Sam has his car stopped. I don't know what happened. Must have been a glitch or hit the wall, but Sam has fallen down a couple positions. And he's been disqualified, actually.
He has. He can win a drive-through. He's been disqualified.
That's a shame. And Sam, and his teammate Sean, he's getting his hands full. Entering towards turn 2, hits the Haas, hops over the curb, and clears the Williams. And Kian is right behind watching this. Kian is off the session. He must be frustrated. that happens. It's just a sprint-to-sprint race, but there's a position change between 2nd and 3rd. Like you said, they were able to pull it off. Oh, but not yet. James Slater hanging on while Jamie sits in third.
Yeah, tidy driving from them.
Spinning. Kian, Jonas, Black Mumbai, they're pretty close to each other. However, no points are up for grabs for those positions. However, we're coming to the end of the first race, and it's been a long one due to the rain. There's yellow in Sector 1. Is that Jonas? No, that's not. I don't know who the yellow is for. It could be Sprinttosprint in the Renault, no?
Yes, I believe it probably is.
Oh, and Kian and one other car, that's Jonas. Jonas is now stuck in the castle section.
We haven't mentioned as well that despite the rain, the drivers are on the super soft tyre.
No, I did mention that.
Oh, you did?
So coming to the end of the first race, Cloudy Balloons wins it in Baku and ends up spinning with the fastest lap of 1:53.5. James Slater, second, third, Jamie, fourth, Body Dweller, and fifth, Odoms. The two Red Bulls are close to each other. However, positions will not change. Actually, they do due to time penalties, and Odoms are 1:53.3. Fastest lap time. Is anyone else side by side? Look at P10, along the wheel, and Sean. Oh, they're close to each other. Will he be able to pull it off across the line? No, ends up spinning. Oh, it was so close. But actually did get him due to penalties, like we say. So penalties did play a huge dividend for some of these drivers.
Yeah, they did indeed. There was quite a few penalties, and yeah, just chaos exactly as we expected. And yeah, Baku in the rain was certainly not what these drivers would have wanted to build themselves into these sprint races tonight. They've had to learn the hard way there with 3 laps of frankly just complete chaos throughout the field.
The first race, and that is 10% of the action you'll see tonight gone. We have 90 more to do, or 9 more races after this. I know Monaco's a 3rd race. I'm not sure. I think it's Bahrain afterwards. I think, yeah, it's another track that starts with B. Australia. It's Australia. I was going to say Baku, but that's also Azerbaijan. But I think we have Australia after this, and I know Austria's a finale. I know the 3rd race is Monaco. I went ahead and looked at the schedule. Can't remember everything, but
I believe, I believe Australia is next up anyway, that's for sure.
It'll be very, very interesting to see how turn 1 looks. I feel like many people get punted off, they'll have to return to the track, and oh, that'll be dangerous for some of these drivers. But finishing order, Cloudy Balloons wins the first race, but James Slater, Jamie Odoms, Body Dweller, Bookster, Malloy, Stifler, Sean, learning the wheel, round out the top 10. Keane is joined back. And it is Noah, Black Mumbai, Gazman, Matt, your daddy, Spider Elfis, Kev, Jonas, and Rex, Kian, and Sam. That rounds out the top 20. Kian was the only person to get disqualified. Sam was the only person to get disqualified. Kian left the session. Kian is our podium tier champion, and of course, sad to see, but I don't see Beastaz anywhere, so he will not be with us tonight, but it's okay, we at least have one of the champions with us.
Yeah, it's interesting to have the mix of drivers from both tiers tonight, so they both get a taste of the other league, and yeah, see how they stack up.
I wouldn't say the other league. I just think they're just trying to mess
the other
with
tier.
Other. I mean, they're not trying to be serious, but I mean, racing's always interesting here. So yeah, Cloudy Blues, 25 points, a 7-point lead with James Slater behind him in second. And as we count down, oh yeah. By the way, once you see the intro appear, just spam X. Just spam X.
I will.
Okay, yeah, because I forget. It happens after every race.
Yeah.
The intro.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know, a sprint-to-sprint champion will be crowned tonight, so those points could be crucial, and Cloudy Balloons off to the ideal start there.
Yeah, definitely could be ideal, and it probably will be for some of these drivers. As we get ready and rolling for the second race, it'll be the Australian Grand Prix. This is where we'll be next weekend for the Formula 1 Grand Prix. I think it's the Rolex Australian Grand Prix, obviously by the sponsors. That'll be the first race of 2018 with 20 cars attempting in real life. I'm excited for that, by the way. Let's talk about real life F1 for a second. Times for the testing. I mean, Ferrari have come out the fastest, but you know, Daniel Ricciardo was convinced that Red Bull's the fastest, and now Red Bull hasn't been the fastest since, you know, Sebastian Vettel won his last championship with the team back in 2013. Do you think Red Bull will be a threat this year?
I think Red Bull, yeah, they're looking strong in practice. I think Mercedes certainly haven't shown their hand, or at least that's what people believe. They believe they're going to be quick. We haven't really seen that yet. But I think everyone, as a neutral fan, just wants to see all the teams fighting it out at the front. And, all the signs show that Ferrari, Red Bull and Mercedes look very, very close.
Yeah, I want it to be diverse. I mean, I want to see change. I don't want to see Mercedes win every race, but at the same time, I like to see it diverse with a couple teams winning. Maybe like 2010 again, because that'd be cool. But here we go for Australia, and it's raining once more. And Sam starts on the front row with Kian, and we are green for the Australian Grand Prix, and a very, very slow start. Actually, I think that's just my game. Not being the best towards me. And actually, it's Lex in second. I think Kian is lagged back. It says he's, now he's spinning off on my screen now.
Wow.
There's a lot of lag there.
There is.
Lag. I don't know what's going on.
There is a lot of lag. All I do know is that Sam leads as they come out of the opening corner, and him and Kian have managed to build a little bit of a gap on the field, actually, which is...
Oh, in the background, there's 2 wide, almost 3 wide for 6th place, 6th, 4th, 3rd, all going at it. That's Black Mumbai, Spider Altus, Third on the wheel, Rex, they're all going at it. All these drivers, and Rex off the track, back on he goes. Back to single file, and actually, I hate to say it, and he's been punted. Matt, your daddy's been hit by Rex, and there's a huge collision, collecting Sean in it also. Yeah,
absolute chaos there for them, and Cloudy Balloons, we much mentioned, is in 20th position at the moment as well, with random grids, of course. So yeah, the winner of the previous race finds himself at the back of the field.
I feel like it'd be a lot more interesting. And Sam cuts the corner. That could, not help him. Obviously, last race got disqualified. He wants to win today, or at least win this race to get him back up towards the front of the points, but this does not help him, of course. Probably got a warning from that, but I was going to say, I think it'll be raining on every single track, because, like on F1 2016, when you have a championship set, the weather will be the same for every race. So, I don't think that many people are going to be too happy with this decision. But I mean, you look on board and it's still raining, like on a broadcast camera, it's dry at least it doesn't look like it's raining. But I don't think the rain will obviously help some of the drivers. Will make the race more interesting. So
definitely makes it exciting for us as spectators, that's for sure. But yeah, as a driver, super difficult. As Kevin the Bookster goes side by side, as we've seen them do many times this season in the podium tier. And
whoa! Bookster gets by for second because Kian has taken the lead.
Yeah, Kian, sorry.
He was just in first. One mistake costed him 2 positions, and that mistake cost me even a 3rd one. The Ferrari's going to try and squeeze on the grass, shoving him down to the inside. He's going to run off the track. Sam into the barrier. Oh,
yeah, it was all going so well for Sam, wasn't it? Now he goes plunging down the field. And yeah, he's currently facing the wrong way, stuck in the wall as well. So he's just losing so much time. He'll be lucky to be in the points once he rejoins. He does so currently in 8th.
Yep, so it's now 9th place as Malloy goes by, maybe even 10th. He puts the block here, that's spinning again, it takes out 2 more. Oh my goodness me, Sam. That was a NASCAR-style block, just pulled right in front of the faster driver and took himself out and took someone else out. That was hilarious.
Oh god. And yeah, he now finds himself down in 14th and just completely tried to straight line it there and has put himself in the wall once again. I think he needs to write this one off.
Spinning. Bobby Blower in it. That is James Slater also in it. Kian still leads, but Bookster looks behind on the final lap. Will he be able to put a move down towards turn 3? That is what we're asking. He may try the dive bomb. There's no penalties or anything. What about the stewards? He may try, but he's way too far back. He just got a terrible exit off turn 1 and 2. But Malloy fastest lap in that Haas car. Back in 3rd is Black Mumbai. So that's 71 Ferrari. He's going to have to try and move. And for the 2nd time in a row, Sam has been disqualified from the race. So race 3, he's really got to bring up his game as Kian leads our podium tier champion. And Sam's been disqualified for a 2nd time. I don't know why the announcement popped up again. I think they just want to let us know. But the wheel back and forth. 5th is not.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the Bookster here in the Ferrari because I think he may well have a go as we're on the on the final lap now. So surely he's got to have a go at this somewhere, hasn't he, Alan?
Yeah, I feel like he's going to do it in the penultimate corner. That's where a lot of dive bombs happen on the last lap, or at least that's what I've seen in some races. It's a good place to do it, but he needs to be close enough. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 tenths. I don't think half a second's going to cut it unless he wants a straight line in the penultimate corner. He needs a really good exit off this corner if he wants to catch Kian riding on board. Oh, he's way too far back. He's not going to have a move there.
No, he was just too far back to go for any sort of dive on, wasn't he? It was just, it wasn't on.
The final corner, Kian crosses the line, wins in Melbourne. Kian for second, Bugster, third will be Black Mumbai, and a double podium for the Ferraris. Learning the wheel back and forth, fifth will be Noah with no challenge across the line. Jonas, sixth place. And many drivers, it's Spider Altus in the right, always out of fuel, Malloy goes by. Oh, and Odoms will be able to catch him. No, he does not. Odoms ends up spinning across the line. Top 10 across the line. Many others out of fuel. Riding on board is Body Dweller. Is he out? No. He's had a terrible exit and a terrible exit there, and he takes out the McLaren. No, he doesn't stay. Neither of them finished. What a...
He's reversing over the line, the McLaren.
Oh, can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, come on, Ricky Bobby. He did it.
He has.
Oh.
And yeah, Cloudy Balloon's only in 13th, so yeah, he didn't make it into the points this time.
Yep. No, I'm enjoying this. Why can't every F1 TS sub race be like this?
Yeah, carefree and yeah, pedal to the metal stuff in it so far.
Yeah. Kian, Bookster, Black Mumbai, Learn the Wheel, Noah, that rounds up the top 5. After that, it is Jonas, Malloy, Spider Elpis, T.S. Odoms, and Stifler round up the top 10. And the next 10 drivers we have are going to be Gazaman, Body Dweller, Cloudy Balloons, James Slater, Jamie, Sean, Matt Your Daddy, Kev, Rex, and Sam disqualified again. Predictions for next race. Sam's going to get disqualified, people are going to crash, and someone's going to jump the start. How about you?
I think that's about as near as you can get to a, to an accurate prediction from what we've seen so far. Must just give a quick shout out as well. Nick obviously not with us tonight. It's Mum's birthday today, I believe. So a shout out to his mum Wendy on celebrating her birthday.
Yeah, and also we were told the announcement for season 11, that will be March 30th, if I'm correct? 30th?
Yeah, that's correct. March 30th at 8 PM on the YouTube channel, of course. Yeah, where you can find out all the happenings and sign up information for season 11.
Yeah, if you live in America like me, it should be 4 PM.
That's right.
Live in America.
Absolutely.
I mean, it depends when you got guys start, what is it called? When you end daylight savings. So, I don't know.
Yes.
We just had it last week. Yeah.
So we enter Monaco.
Oh no, that's not going to end well. I feel like for this race, they should have just put simulation damage on. I honestly feel like they should have.
I think that would have been an absolute good idea.
Damage. No assist. I think it's already no assist, but still, they should have done that.
I think we could genuinely have had no finishers there.
I mean, someone would have to finish first. Maybe out of 2 laps, not 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the drivers will be a bit nervous about entering turn 1 here. I think we are going to see a lot of contact and a lot of carbon fibre.
So we wait in the pit lane for 20 seconds. So Monaco, it's an interesting track. If you come here in a public lobby, well, let's just say your survival rate is very, very minimal. So that's why we're talking about this track. It's good for carnage, not so much racing. If we get some racing, we'll be surprised. If Sam doesn't get disqualified, I mean, I'm not sure if I'd be surprised. There's not many corners to cut. But here we go for the 5 red lights in Monaco. Rex and Black Mumbai on the front row. And we're green here in Monte Carlo. And it is Black Mumbai off to start Rex, and they're charging towards turn 1, and Toro Rosso in the wall making it 3 wide. Oh, look at this stack up. I see 3 wide in the background. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Oh, the Renault's spinning. Can he save it? He's drifting through the corner, and he does save it.
There is.
Oh, and he's caught in this incident. They're still spinning. no, what a jump from Spider Altus. That was, oh, and he's in the wall again. Everyone's in the wall. I'm not sure if it's lag or it's these people actually driving.
I think it's just their driving, actually. I think there is just, oh, there's some McLaren there upside down as they go into the hairpin.
Jamie leads Malloy by 8/10. Oh, he's gonna lock up. Oh, he's so close though. I thought I would have cut it. I would have cut it if I were him, so I could take him out when I reach. I'll do it if I lock up towards the chicane. On Russell's at the wall. Rex, and he's been hit from Sam. Not a surprise. His teammate Sean is right behind. Oh, and Sean's gonna try and shove it up the outside. Will he find enough grip to go around the outside of Sam, and he ends up taking him out?
Oh, and Sam's facing the wrong way again.
Oh, this time it wasn't his fault.
It wasn't, I don't believe, no.
No, he didn't. So Stifler and Noah going at it. Wheel-to-wheel turn one. Stifler is able to get the edge as Mercedes taking him out. That is Jamie. Jamie taking himself out.
Oh, yeah, Jamie leading on lap 1, now down to 12.
The leaders have been decreased by 4/10 this lap. Next lap, they'll be on their tail. This will be the final lap. Sean's in third, fourth is Rex. Matt, your daddy, in seventh. This is close. Oh, one car on its side. That is Cloudy Balloons, and back over he goes.
That's the second car we've seen in this race. On their side or upside down.
Serious, he's trying to me. Pascal Burline. Oh, he flew out into the wall. The Cloudy Balloons. Is that Kev? No, it wasn't. It had to be Spider Altus. Oh, there's a chicane incident. 4 wide. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It doesn't, and yeah, the cars are making a little more use of the walls, as we saw in Baku as well.
Second Body Dweller. The gap is 3/10. If I were him, I'd wall ride, and that's what he almost did. Oh, come on, Body Dweller. You want to win, you gotta wall ride it. You gotta wall ride it. Malloy still leads. It's 4/10. He has not gained anything this lap as Cloudy Balloons have been disqualified, and I'm waiting for Sam, but he's gonna dive at the inside of the hairpin. He's fine just enough room. Well, he's doing it around the outside in sector 2. The gap closes. Oh, he has one more shot. He hits the apex. Oh, he has a lot of momentum entering the tunnel. If I were him, I'd dive it down to the inside and shove him off in the chicane. Oh, that is a basic move, 101 move right there. Please do it. Please do it. Oh, he's gonna hit the back end. He has to cut it. Oh, no. I'm not know how to describe this. Yes, let him back by. Oh, these two have their hands full.
Oh, and Sean goes through.
Boy. Sean has come out of nowhere, the closer, he's come out of nowhere. He's passed everybody as he takes up the house, out of nowhere, Malloy. Oh, I don't know what's going on down to the inside, he's gonna try to punch him. Oh, they're on the wall, and Body Dweller gets away with it. Across the line, Body Dweller wins in Monaco as he runs out of fuel. Malloy second, third is Sean. They're all divided by less than a tenth.
Wow. You said he'd go for it, and he certainly did. And yeah, Sean just joined in with the fun there at the end.
Yup. That was good.
Who needs damage, eh?
Yep. So, Sean finishes third. Oh, man, that was good. They're saying you can't pass in Monaco. They defied that. Here is the top 5. It is Body Dweller, Malloy, Sean, Noah, Matt, your daddy. That rounds up the top 5. Then after that is Black Mumbai, Jamie, Boogster, James Slater, Jonas, rounding up the top 10. Then the rest of your grid after that is a German of Learning the Wheel. Then it is Sam finishing the race for once. Then it is Kev, Gazman, Spider Altus, T.S. Odoms, Kian, Rex, Stifler, and Cloudy Balloons. And 3 drivers have been disqualified from this race, and it baffles me. There's only one corner you can really cut here.
Yeah, I've no idea how they've managed that, but yeah, they have. I think our drivers are discovering new lines on these circuits today.
Yeah. So as we are done with Monaco, the 3rd race, yeah, now we head towards the 4th race. It'll be Bahrain, and then here's it after. It is Bahrain, China, Belgium, Italy, Canada, Singapore, and Austria. One track that I'm a little disappointed not to have on here is actually none. I like the track selection they have. Besides China, I like it. But then again, China's always going to produce something interesting. I mean, you can lunge it up the insides of turn 1 and 2. You can go to the inside in the hairpin. So that's a heavy braking zone. It's a long straight before this. You can actually have some slipstream. But yeah, I mean, all these tracks will provide some interesting racing. And for the 4th race today, we will head towards Bahrain with 20 drivers as well. And the turnout is always good for these races because they're usually very exciting, as you can see.
Yeah, I think it's a good way for the drivers just to let off steam at the end of the season, all the hard work they've put in, and tonight they can just rock along and have a bit of fun. And yeah, it's just a nice stress-free evening for everybody, I think.
Yes, this is very interesting. Almost as interesting. I'm trying to put up a tweet sponsoring this championship on my Twitter, and of course, I think it just went up now finally. It took me a while. I kept saying failed tweet. I don't know why, but that's Twitter for you. But kind of sad not to have Nick with me, but he's with his mom. So again, happy birthday. Though, do you know when the season starts? Because or is that, a mystery that we're not supposed to let out?
All will be revealed on the at the end of the month. So yeah, everybody needs to tune in then. But there won't be a long wait. I know that for sure.
Okay, I asked that because I need to sort out my schedule for the next couple months for commentary. So
okay,
know, yeah. Okay. So as we enter Bahrain. We have a very hectic turn 1 in front of us. It is Rex and Gazman on the front row. And we are green for the 4th time today. Now at the start, T.S. Odom's not the fastest start because he is a sitting duck. I think he's just not trying to do first to last challenge, or last to first, but 4 wide towards turn 1. And Bookster still leads, but not for long. Cuts everyone else off. There's some spinning behind, actually. And a couple cars have gone off. There's Force India, Toro Rosso. I think that's Kian also. Yeah, Kian has not had the best of day, and Odom finally gets going. Bookster still leads. Some cars are off, and the Williams spins in the background. That is Kev. And, you think he tried to go on the 2010 version of this track, and, everyone just realized that it's closed off.
Yeah, and compared to what we've seen previously, that was actually a reasonably clean opening couple of corners to the lap, I think.
Yep, and that's actually the cleanest start we have seen today. If you take that and put it against the pinnacle tier, that'd be the most chaotic start you've seen. So,
it's all relative.
Yeah, definitely. So single file towards back straightaway. Wheel tries launching that car through. Rex and Nowick going at it. Nowick almost gets run off. There's still wheel banging going at it for P7. We'll be able to do it around the outside. Body Dweller is going to have a say about it. And Rex, he's been run off wide. The Red Bull passes his sister car of the Toro Rosso. For P number 8, but Rex is going to have a say about it. Sean as well. Diving down the inside, that's Rex. And he's made it stick. That was fantastic.
It was. Late lunch, we made it work. And yeah, these cars still cannot be separated as we go on to lap 2.
Yep, here we go, looking at it. And we'll switch back between the Ferrari, and then there's Clyde Balloons as well, trying to get by Black Mumbai. The gap close, he's going to run off. And he's going to try and defend the inside towards turn 3. He'll try and have to go around the outside. We'll actually see some racing here as he tries to go around the outside. Look at this. There's a pack of 3 wide cars. Matt, your daddy, look at him. He's back in P10. But these guys are going at it. The top for the Toro Rosso. They're going to try to rejoin. And he's sliding. Can he save it? And he does. And one car's at the back of him. That's Kian. He's had a terrible day today. I don't think he has any points in this championship.
Yeah, Kian's out there. Bad luck every race so far.
Being disqualified. We head towards the final lap today in Bahrain. James Slater is in second, third is Lone of the Wheel, fourth is Gazman, fifth is Black Mumbai. As it stands right now, the field, it's actually peaceful as it stands right now, which is kind of rare.
Yeah, it's actually a small gap between a lot of the cars. They've actually got a little bit of clean air for the first time tonight for a lot of these drivers.
So you can see some fast fast laps coming in towards the last lap of this race, actually. There's Body Dweller and Sean. They're close to each other. There should be a move towards turn 1. Maybe, maybe not. May lunch up the inside. I mean, it is the final lap.
Yeah, I think he may go for it.
Towards turn number 1. Look at the inside. Oh, the gap closes. He'll try and punch him off the track. Oh, what was he doing?
Yeah, the gap was the gap closed. The gap closed, but he went for it anyway, and he did make it around the outside.
Yeah, what gap? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, there's some lag back there with that Toro Rosso. He just drifted off the side of that track. I'm not sure if you saw it too.
I did.
Yeah, did not look realistic at all. But as it stands right now, they're, Bookster still leads second is James Slater, but I'm still looking back with Sean because there's a punt down to the inside, and Matt, your daddy, and Jonas going at it. Jonas is now holding up Malloy, and on my screen, he just got spun out.
On my screen, Jonas is side by side with Malloy, and Malloy's gone around the outside. Okay.
On my screen, he lagged. Single file towards the end. Bookster leads by more than a second, but barely. Back under a second now, and his side single file for the first time today. Every car single file besides Rex. And the Mercedes around the outside pulls off the gap while Rex gets a penalty. Bookster wins in Bahrain. Second, James Slater, little over the wheel. Fourth, Gazman. Fifth, Black Run by 6, Scotty Balloons as he spins across the line. That happens every race. Sean is 8th, Noah 7th, Jonas 9th, 10th, Matthew Daddy 11th. I don't think Sam finished another race and still non points finish. The rest of the field, too many drivers count. One driver's been disqualified. That is Rex, by the way. He picked up his final penalty on the final sector on the final lap. So now, if you wanted to finish the race, well, it sucks to be him. He doesn't get to finish it.
Yeah, he doesn't. He nearly made it the full 3 laps, but yeah, fell at the final hurdle by the look of it.
So race 4 is over. We're approaching the halfway mark, and I'm enjoying this. So. Actually, we have not looked at standings, but we'll do that after this. It is the Bookster, James Slater, Little Wheel, Gaussman, Black Mumbai, Cloudy Balloons, Sean, Jonas, Malloy round out the top 10. Scroll down a little bit more. Then it is Matt, your daddy, Sam, Samster, Stifler, Kev, Spider Alpus, Jamie, Key, and Body Developer, Rex, and Odom's rounding out the top 20. So I'm going to look at the standings quickly. And your points leader is Bookster by 17 points over James Slater.
Yeah, and that's actually a reasonable lead at the moment at the halfway point.
Yeah. Some people fuming about a fun race or the fun 10 races we're doing. I'm looking at the chat on my phone while this race goes on. I kind of find it how, funny how people take this seriously. But, I mean, they're league racers, so, I mean, they sort of have that mentality when it comes to online races. I sort of don't. I try and make fun with it. Try and race people clean, but at the same time when I enter these kinds of lobbies, I always try to put on a good show for the fans at least, or at least people watching. So, I'm not sure if the drivers have that in their mind at least, but...
I'm sure if ever they've had an overtake in their mind, a potential overtake, tonight is the night they will go for it and give it a try. Yeah, they're definitely not going to hold anything back, and as we've seen, they're just going for any half move, not even half move. If there's a slight gap, they're going for it anyway.
No, we're about to start Shanghai. Actually, no, we're not, because no one, there's like 6 people are ready. Come on, people, ready up. I don't have all... No, I'm kidding.
I think they all need a bit of a breather after that, all the intense action they've had so far.
I think they would have done that after Monaco. I think they're just more hyped about it. Then you enter Bahrain, and it was... I would say out of the 4 races we've done so far, the least interesting. There's been a single file for half the time, but even then, better race like that, I'd say it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Bahrain actually looks remotely like a normal F1 race, or as close as we've got so far anyway.
Yeah. So, as we count down towards Shanghai, 17 drivers out of 20 readied up, and we'll be going to the Shanghai International Circuit for the Chinese Grand Prix. Or should I say, China, as other people would say it, but for the 5th time, we'll be racing in a 3-lapper, and the action is never underestimated. It's always at the top, and it's always at the peak. feels like it gets better every race.
Yeah, I think turn 1 here, and as you mentioned, the long straight into the hairpin, I think we are going to see some late breaker maneuvers into the hairpin without a doubt.
So as we get ready, and it's still cloudy today, and it's actually not raining. So let's give a shout out to a couple people watching. There's a Welsh Canadian, a couple of people saying, he's saying, this is mental. Yeah, it is. This is really funny. Anthony Bible saying Odoms was a complete madman in turn 1, probably referring to the first race. Nick saying, oh god, Monaco, absolute carnage, go Jamie. A couple other people like Jonas saying, right, why do I have to start last all the time? So there's some frustrations. That's probably why people could be upset, but still. He's just said last again. Oh, is he actually starting last again? He's actually starting last again.
Oh my god.
Oh. The 5 red lights in China. And we're green with Stifler and Kev on the front row. And a terrible start from Kev. The Williams have not done so good in this championship. It's 4 wide, turns turn 1. Oh, Abrahu's going to back off. Some cars are lagging, and too many have been taken out already.
Yeah, there's cars spinning everywhere.
So much lag, I can't tell what's going on.
There is, yeah, and Jonas, who started 20th, he's already made up 10 positions and finds himself in 10th, so I think starting last isn't necessarily that bad an idea here.
Yeah, but he actually did just get past, but he's trying to get past this Joe Rosso of Rex. He did have the nose there, but the gap didn't close. For the lead, actually, Stifler leads, but T.S. Odoms ends up going around once more. Bookster has his car stuck in the barrier.
And yeah, Kylie Balloons finds himself back towards the front of the field after his win in the opening race.
Where's Kian for you right on the track? He's lagging on my screen.
Kian is 9th currently for me.
Okay, yeah, now he's 9th. Okay, thank you. So
and he's left the session. Yep.
Okay, that's not just me.
It's not just you. And here we go down the straight then, as we mentioned. We've got cars everywhere. And I'm going to stay sort of middle of the pack here and just see what we can see into the braking zone.
On the hairpin, Black Mumbai squeezes his way through. When I say squeezes, I say pumble driving. And whoa, he's got hit off. A couple cars been hit off.
Yeah, plenty of cars running wide.
Yeah, but their cars just hopped over something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
Bozzy Dweller goes for 4th, 5th is Cloudy Balloons. And down to the inside, making his way for P number 5, I think. It's Black Mumbai, and he gets by Cloudy Balloons.
He does. And Sean getting involved again as well with Cloudy Balloons now, trying to go around the outside.
Yeah, and Spider Altus has retired, our first retirement of the 5th race we're doing today. Still some more lag on my screen. I'm not sure who's especially causing this lag. It could be me, and I don't have a sufficient internet with everyone else. There's a reason why Key left the session also. And Cloudy Balloons goes for a spin.
Oh, and there he goes falling back out of the points.
So as it stands, like I said, our point leader is the Bookster.
Yes, it is, and he's currently at the back of the field. Yeah.
I forgot who was second. Already, I forgot who was second. I think is it Bobby Jones? I don't know.
And yeah, we'll have to have another look at the standings after this. It's going to be all change anyway. Everyone's very close in the standings at the moment. There's all still to play for. Currently on board with Matt Your Daddy, who's trying to find a way past Kev as they go across the start-finish line for the final lap.
Going to say Kev has been not Kev. Rex has been disqualified from the session, but he's going to have a look down towards the inside of turn number 3. Drifts. Oh, can he defend from Body Dweller? No, he cannot, and he ends up spinning. And oh, the Force idea hits him.
Oh,
Sean
no.
ends up spinning. Oh, and he's trying to defend Black Mumbai. These two race each other pretty clean in the season. Oh, a car merge onto the track. Oh, I don't know who that was. Oh, but a lunge onto the inside, a late move. Can he get the switchback? He'll still be side by side. For P4, it is Sean. and Black Mumbai.
It is, and yeah, Sean's had a couple of decent races now, so we're looking to make his charge towards the top of the standings.
Yeah, I'm yawning. I'm so Stifler still leading. It is 2.2 seconds. Back in second is Kev. And looking on the background, there should be some action going on. Especially look at the hairpin in the final lap. Oh, and Jonas, he ends up spinning. And he's stopped. Or at least on my screen, he's been stopped. No, never mind. He's 11. After starting last, he still doesn't get points.
Oh, he doesn't. Surely he's going to get a front row start sooner or later. You'd hope it balances itself out somewhat by the end. And yeah, Stifler has taken the win. Kevin second, Aussie Dweller in third, Sean in fourth, Black Mumba in fifth, James Slater sixth, and Noah at seventh, Sam eighth, Malloy ninth, and penalties move people around a bit, and Jonas in 10th. So yeah, Jonas does pick up a point there by the look of it.
So time counts down. We'll wait for Gazman to cross the line, and right now in the hairpin. Took him a while, but you know, slow and steady wins the race. When I say wins the race, I mean he wins 16th place. So hey, he still gets something. He gets 16th, a year on that himself. Come across the line, and he'll take P16
to finish.
So we go for the grid order after China. I believe we have Belgium next. I don't know. I said the grid order, and I said the order. I forgot.
Yeah, we'll take a look, and we'll take a look at the standings as well. Head over to Twitter, of course, and at F1TS Hub to get involved. I'm sure there'll be plenty of chatter between the drivers. And yeah, plenty of videos popping up later of all the crashes and incidents and overtakes that we've seen so far.
I was going to say the good order finishing results, but I don't have enough time, and my voice is a little tired, so I'll just wait till next race. So, the 6th round, we are already halfway through this championship, and it's almost an hour later from where we started. Well, I don't want to say that, we started around like... For me, we started around like 4:10 maybe, so 10 minutes after, maybe 15, because we had to invite everyone in the session. And also, we had to keep in mind that they had to get the stream up also, which took some time. But here we go, yes. Bookster still leads the points by only just 5, back in third in points. And James Slater, second, Body Dweller in second. So those three are having a go at it for the championship. After 5 races, you'd think they have more points, but the most points a person has is 55.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's just so difficult to actually get a good result and to keep out of the walls basically for 3 laps. It's proving tough, especially if you don't start on the front row. I think that's your only hope of really giving yourself at least half a chance of a clean race is to start on the front row. If you're in the middle of the pack, you know you're going to be you're going to be hitting a few cars on your way to either the front or the back of the grid.
Yep. So Rex and Odoms have the same points combined as us do. They have none. So
yeah.
Anyway, Belgium, they're going to try and score a top 10 finish. Obviously, halfway through and they have none. It's not ideal.
Odem's the winner, of course. Winner of the last race at Abu Dhabi as well in the Pinnacle tier, so hasn't gone well for him at all so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I could agree with that. I mean... the final race, I think he'd rather win an F1 TS sub race than do well in this championship, I'll be honest. I mean, it took him a while to get his first win last season, till the last race, but he was able to do it. And
yeah, he was.
I think he's just lounging about on the track and just taking his time, but...
I definitely think speed only gets you so far in this sprint-to-sprint championship. I think you need a good dollop of luck as well to be able to get any sort of good result here.
I wouldn't say luck. I'd say punting, be able to run people off. I'd say cutting corners. You need that skill, and that's what it is when it comes to 3-lappers.
You need a plow in front of the car, don't you?
Yeah, you need a plow. I say, you know, it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm serious. If you want to win these races, that's what you have to do to win them. But as we enter Belgium, the first race today, it is actually sunny here at Circuit Spa Francorchamps, And we're green for the Belgian Grand Prix. Cloudy Balloons, now your daddy in the front row, and Jonas starts last again. And I think he's just giving up because his car has stopped.
I can't believe he's last again.
He's just giving up.
And people actually get around the first corner pretty cleanly there, but let's have a look at Eau Rouge.
Don't say that. There's going to be some people trying to make it too wide. No, Tormos on top spinning into the barrier. He goes, and many people collide. It's like a 2004 Belgian Grand Prix. When you're coming up, and yeah, it's a huge incident.
Massive incident there.
Many others involved. Two Haas's going at it, and Kian lags once more. Not surprising. I'm starting to worry now that when I commentate season 11 with Nick, or at least he knows that happened. Probably will. Can't say anything confidential, anything. Let's say if it does, and Kian is racing top tier. I'm going to worry about his lag. I'm hoping this doesn't happen. I mean, he's from overseas, so that's why I'm saying that. Ferrari ends up spinning, Black Mumbai, and Kian is off the session again.
Yeah, I know he has like connection problems this season in the podium tier, which made his championship fight a little bit harder than it should have been perhaps for him. So yeah, they're not new to him, these connection issues. He's definitely suffering from them tonight, that's for sure.
Go up through the field. Cloudy Balloons in first, second, Matt your daddy. Third, James Slater, fourth, Spider off this fifth, Stifler, but they're headed through Longimont. And Stifler is really close to that right. They try and move the inside. It's coming to the start of lap number 2. Cloudy Balloons comes off the final corner. Well, he makes a move up the inside. Leaves no room for the inside, and around the outside goes Malloy.
Yeah.
Towards lap number 2 from
Cloudy Balloons as well, big lead already, 3.6 seconds. So yeah, if he can keep it clean to the end, this should be a victory for him.
Yeah, Malloy's been run off by Stifler. Hey, you listen to my advice, because that's what I would have done. Run off in turn 1. Albany's got a flat string coming off the Rodillion and becoming straight, so I don't think that was the right place to do it. Yeah, here comes Malloy. He's going to try and get some revenge. Blocking his Stifler once, holds the middle for the second time. Oh, come on, lunge it up the inside, Malloy. Come on. Oh, he hits the tire. Nothing done. I would have put it up the inside a little bit more to the point where you can run it off and have the advantage. I mean, I wouldn't know smart about this. I've done this in public runs. I practice these types of races.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it's new for some of our drivers. The thought of just lifting off the brakes and just slinging it down the inside against their nature, but not that it stops some of the field tonight. But yeah, Malloy there, a little bit hesitant perhaps. Could have done a little bit more to get the move done.
Yep, Jonas up in 9th place after starting last. He's looking to get some points, but he's run wide off the inside back through this corner, made the switch back to the Mercedes, learning the wheel, but no. He'll be stuck in P10, learning the wheel is, and actually side by side, Gazman and Sean going at it. They just cleared each other. Seems all good right now. And again, Malloy and Stifler. Oh, he's run wide. Terrible exit. And here comes Malloy on the outside. They'll try and outbreak each other. Oh, he ends up trying to run him wide, and now Malloy gets him just enough room.
Yeah, I think actually he's got that position and pretty clean as well by the look of it. Certainly compared to what we've seen earlier this evening. And yeah, Malloy up into 4.
Final lap in this 3-lap race, and the Salvers are 1-2. I don't think anyone could imagine saying that in F1 to the fact that we never had a 3-lap race, and also that Salvers would be 1-2. But Black Mumbai back in 17, and I think he's waiting to take someone out. Do you think that's the case for Black Mumbai?
I don't know. You never know. Could be. And yeah, Stifler's made his way back by Malloy again. They're still side by side. I'm going to stay on board with these two. And oh, Malloy ends up spinning there. Bit of too much contact and goes falling down the field.
Oh, it actually looks like Black Mumbai is trying to race with the McLaren of James Slater, and he ends up hitting him. So that answers that question.
It does.
I don't know, they didn't even take him out, he just hit him and that's it. If I were him, I would have fully taken him out. I wouldn't say it, I wouldn't let people lap me just so I could hit someone. I would try and take him out, because that's the point of it. But, actually, Sean was on the track for this entire Mighty Balloons. Almost 5-second gap. Now not many people can do that in a 3-lap race.
Yeah, he's got a big lead, and yeah, coming round to finish this race as well. That one seemed to go by really, really quickly as he breaks into the chicane for the final time. And as you mentioned, a rare win, certainly in real life, for Cyber, but Cloudy Blues does it, picks up his 2nd win of the evening.
Yep, 5th place. They're going at it side by side. Sprinttosprint and Lord on the Wheel. It'll be a drag race off the final corner. The gap closes. What about Black Mamba? Way up effect. Oh, he's weaving across the line. Not gonna do it. Sprinttosprint 6th. 5th will be learning the wheel. Oh, I kind of wish he impacted that one. But Lord on the Wheel got inside the top 5 through that.
And yeah, who was the big gain there? And Jonas does finish 8th in that one. He moves up 12 positions, so and Gaza 7th moves up 10 positions, so they were the big winners from that one.
So as everyone runs out of fuel now, we wait for this race to finish. Odom's to finish this race. Might be a kind mate. He's going for a jolly ride.
Still no points for Odems as well.
He put in the chat, he says, I'm counting this for 17 points. What points do you have, Odoms? Honestly, and spins.
Odems just being Odems here, and he is finally gonna, as he enters the pit lane as well, by the look of it.
Oh, he ends up spinning. And he's stuck. Odoms is stuck. I can't believe it.
He's wedged.
Oh my goodness me. Oh, I'm gonna make that into a meme. I gotta take a picture. Honestly, come on.
What are the chances?
You not retired me. Gallery, come on. Camera, open up my phone. Okay, got a picture of that. That will be a meme in a couple hours. Just you wait.
Oh.
So,
come on, Odems.
Odems never disappoints.
He doesn't. There's never a dull moment, that's for sure.
Someone is saying simulation damage is needed. Oh, he's been disqualified. Okay. Well, that solves it. Solves the issue. What would he get disqualified for? To be parked in a... I mean, it says right there, but should he get parked in a dangerfication or disqualified for blocking it? I feel like he should get disqualified for both.
Well, yeah, absolutely for both. Odems likes to find new and exciting ways to get disqualified from races.
Yep. So here are our finishing results, and I'll say it very quickly. It is Cloudy Balloons, Matt, your daddy, James Sater, Stifler, Learn the Wheel, Sprinttosprint, Gazman, Jonas, Malloy, Body Dweller, Kian, Jamie, Bookster, Sam, Black Mumbai, Rex, Kev, Odom, Sean, Nowick rounds out the grid, and believe it or not, Odoms wasn't actually last.
No, he wasn't.
17th?
Yeah, I don't think Odems would have been planning on celebrating 17th place finishes when he started tonight, but yeah, it's come to that by the look of it.
Yeah. So, as it stands right now, James Slater leads the points, but only by 3. Clyde Balloons in second, third is Bookster, so really Bookster has taken a hard hit in this round as we come to, Italy. Oh, what they should do is remove all the corner cutting penalties ever and just go full throttle through turn 1. That's what they have to do. Oh,
yeah, you could take a few corners out of this track easily by yeah, removing the corner cut penalties.
Yeah.
So who's on 0 points? It's still Odems, and yeah, just Odems. Apart from ourselves, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
And very close at the front there as well, as you mentioned. Only a few points separating the top 4 anyway, but all to play for to see who can become Sprinttosprint champion. 3 previous champions, Nick in season 3 and 4, and we had Tempthea in season 6, and Cliffy was season 8 champion. So yeah, who's going to do it this time?
Jonas put in the chat saying, Alan and Jono, you guys were right. I want to start last every time now. Anthony Bible says, WTF was that I got lagged, crashed. I was going down the straight on my own, and I felt a car smash my side, but there was nobody there. Blanking blank. Okay. I added too many blanks, but there was only one. So.
The frustration's real.
Frustration is real out of a fun race. We've actually lost a driver. which is interesting.
We have. I'm not sure who that is at the moment.
Don't know. Oh, well, it should be one of the drivers who didn't have any points, because now Odoms is the only one without points, maybe. I don't know.
There's some invites go out, so hopefully they'll get to join back in.
I think it's Catherine, because Catherine sent me an invite. Hey, Catherine isn't in here.
Gather man he's in 15th at the moment.
Yeah, he's a host. I don't know why he sent me another invite though.
He's just invited everybody again, just to make sure whoever did disconnect gets another invite. So
wait for time to count down.
Yeah, 10 seconds remaining for the turn 1 for Monza, which is dodgy at the best of times, even when the drivers are trying to avoid each other. So who knows what will happen this evening?
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see. So as we wait down, so let's talk about it. Who do you think is really gonna have a shot at this championship? Or at least this make-believe championship, or at least, I don't say make-believe, it's interesting. Who do you think is really eliminated from it so far, and who do you think really has a shot?
Well, I think Odems is certainly eliminated from it with his 0 points. I don't know if anybody's actually finished a Sprinttosprint championship before with 0 points, but currently Odems is on track to perhaps set a new record there. But yeah, otherwise, between the top 5 or 6 drivers, who can say? I think looking at it, it's all going to come down to the final round. It's going to stay close with the mixed random grids, of course. You know, it just keeps the field together. And I think we won't know who's in with the shout until we get to the final race.
Yeah. Going to look very interesting to see, I'll be honest. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Can't wait to see where Jonas will start on the grid as well. Will he be in his traditional 20th position?
Yeah. We wait for the lights to go here in Italy. Yes, and they will go, the 5 red lights. Here in Monza, and we're green. The Italian Grand Prix, the Red Bulls are up in the front. Jonas is last again, and I can't believe it. 4 wide off the start, and already some of these drivers, they're getting close to each other. Oh, one car is punted. Oh, a couple of cars go up. Both Saubers find a new track to race on. They've absolutely destroyed that first corner, figuratively, and many other drivers involved in incidents. Curvagrande is not going to be good. This is slow down, but everyone's been taken out. Oh, many drivers. Oh, this slow car did not move out of the way, and nowhere to go. Just shoved the car on the right side out. I don't know who it was, but I think it was Torres involved, and Haas also ended up spinning.
Yeah, there was lots of contact. Most drivers still facing in the right direction, though, at least.
Yep, that is good at least.
And Odems has dropped out of the points at the moment. He's in 11th. So can he pick up his first point here?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's Odems. He'll find a way to do something with it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm surprised we already have taken a while. I thought we would have more incidents already, but I'm looking back. There's Malloy and Lernerville going at it. Odom's going at it, trying to get his first point. Odom's, oh no, Odom's, oh, what a bummer. I get all 3 bodies. He just got taken out?
I'm not sure what. Oh, he's left the session.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, Odems.
Yeah, for Odoms. For me, yeah, I'd say also. So 1 lap into this race, and I'm gonna ask you, what do you think your favorite racing been so far? That you've commented, or at least out of the 5 or 6 races you've done so far, including this one.
Oh, I think Monaco was definitely, I think, just for pure, almost comedy, just seeing the drivers struggle and ride the walls at Monaco. Has got to be my highlight, I think, so far. Especially it's actually one of my personal favourite tracks. So, yeah, to see drivers try to tackle it in the Sprinttosprint Championship was pretty exciting, I think.
So, lap 2 out of 3, Odom disconnected. Many other drivers following that suit. Body Dweller, our points leader, the man, one of the protagonists in this championship, lead the race, and Bookster, second, another protagonist, and of course James Slater, another man who has a chance at it, he's in third. So really, the top three guys in points are running in first, second, and third, while everyone else behind him starts practicing through some positions. Sam and Gaz may go get it. Sam is actually pushing the podium.
Yeah, he is. Can Sam bring it home in a good position this time? He's had a few decent chances, but it's all gone wrong for him. So yeah, can he actually pick up some good points here as they hurtle down towards turn one?
One car comes over the curves. That is Gazman.
It was indeed. He does continue, but it definitely lost him speed, and he drops off the back of Black Mamba now a little bit.
On the final lap, Body Dweller leads by 7/10 of Viral Bookster. I don't think I'd actually necessarily try and go to extreme lengths to win. I mean, you already have a good... I mean, you're already third in points. Might as well just try and get the most points you can. You can risk losing if the guy behind you who also can get by you in points, so... Be advised to take a risk here. I just stay and finish second at least.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need to start thinking about the championship now. These the top couple, as you mentioned, now in the podium position. So pick up the points because you don't know what's going to be coming next. And he looks a little bit too far back to do anything anyway, I believe, as they enter the final corner now. It looks like Body Dweller will pick up the win here.
Body Dweller crosses the line. And he'll take victory in Monza for the Red Bull team. And Bookster second, third, James Slater. That ends Italy. And after this race, I believe, we have 3 more, because obviously this is the 6th one. So we still have to do, if I can remember, we have to do Austria. Do we have Singapore? I think we have Singapore, actually. We have to do Austria. Yeah, that's all I can remember.
Yeah, that's definitely 2 of them. Austria will be interesting. Not actually many corners at Austria, so it might actually be reasonably single file there. Yeah, that brings another race to a close.
Yep. So towards the end of the race, there wasn't much action. It was just mainly the first lap, and really, I was surprised to see it. But here's your finishing order. It is Body Dweller, Bookster, James Slater, Black Mumbai, Sam, Kev, Spider Alta, Stifler, Sean, Jamie, right at the top 10. Then the final 10 will be Key and Barely outside of the points, and believe it or not, was not disconnected. It is Key and Malloy, Noah, Cloudy Balloon, Zone on the Wheel, Jonas, Gazman, Odoms, and Pascal Verline. Session.
Yeah.
So, Jonah, check Twitter. I tagged you in something. I think you'll find it funny. I just told you it happened. So as we enter the next round, let's look back at the points in the championship. And it's very interesting to see how it shifts up. So it's a dead tie for the championship lead between Body Dweller and James Slater. And third in points is Bookster, back by 3. And Cloudy Balloons actually does have a shot. He's 18 points behind our points leader, Body Dweller, actually. And same with drivers such as Black Mumbai. So top 5 are pretty good in the points.
Yeah, they are, and yeah, those top 3 have got a little bit of a gap now, and yeah, tied after after all the chaos we've seen. 3 drivers on 76, 73 points. So it's all going to come down, I think, to how they qualify with the random grids, where the game puts them. It's going to be absolutely key. One bad qualifying position that puts you out of contention early on, and that could be their championship hopes gone.
Yep, very well could be. Wait for these people to start readying up. We're still missing 1 driver, and very interesting to see if how to say it. If we can get the 20th person back in. I don't think we'll see him back in here. But it's fine. I'd say it's fine. Mainly due to the fact that we're still having some fun racing. And Kian has unselected his team. Maybe he wants to change. I don't know. But Kian actually his points have been reset. Actually, same with Rex. And I don't know. I mean, Kian did have 25 points before, and now he's back at 0. I don't know what. I think they reset his points when he tried changing teams. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps so. So yeah, he's back on 0. Back on the 0 points club, and yeah, here we go. Canada, another well, it usually creates lots of action in the traditional league setup. So we might see a few corner cuts here. Do you think, Alan?
A few? Oh, that's an understatement. We'll see many. We'll see many. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know from who. We enter Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the 7th round of this Sprinttosprint championship. And believe it or not, despite being 10 3-lappers, it's actually a lot longer than the actual F1 sub race I usually commentate over. By now, I think it'd be over. We have a couple races left, so the action just keeps going.
It does, and we've got rain as well for this one. So, yeah, create even more slipping and sliding than we already see. And yeah, 15 seconds till the drivers get underway. And yeah, it'd be crucial to see where on the grid our championship contenders end up.
We'll wait to see it as time counts down here in Canada. Please tell me Jonas is last. Please tell me. Oh, is he?
Just
Please,
got to be.
Please. Come on, load. Oh, he's 17. That ends it.
That's a brilliant start position for him.
Canada, and we're green. Sean and Kev on the front row, and Stifler has been disqualified after jumping the start. Or actually, no, collision. Somebody's jumped the start, and there's a huge collision already off the start. Many drivers. I don't even know what's going on. Too many people are lagging to tell what's going on. Some people missed turn 2.
Yeah, there is chaos everywhere. Almost every driver there has been involved in some sort of incident. Most still pointing in the right direction. And Sean leads at the moment from Kev and learning the wheel.
Yeah, Sean has done off to a very good start. And it's Kev learning the wheel, then Kazman as well back and forth. There is some rain like this today. And Ian back in 5th, 6th. Spider Altus, the Rhino's having a good day today, running 4th and 6th. Going to the field. Also, you could also point out, Odom's cutting the corner. So, just got ran off. Got a penalty for that, though, so that's good. There is some lag again on my screen. Oh, Kev goes around. He was running in 2nd. And now he's trying to keep his car in one direction.
Again. Yeah, Kev falling down the field and struggling to get it back on circuit by the look of it as well. Yeah, not good for him.
Oh, and Noah ends up hitting him.
Oh, no.
Sean already crossed the line for lap 2. And Sean leads by 2.2 seconds. That's because Kev is just going for, he's going for an adventure. He's going for a vacation, and he's left the track, just figuratively. And now Black Mamba has been disqualified. So 3 people out of the race. Kev is retired.
Kev's had enough of that one.
He must have put the chicane, must have got a warning and penalty. I disqualified him, but Sean still leads to become the final lap.
Yeah, and Kian up in 4th at the moment, so if his connection holds out, he could be on for a decent result here.
We come towards the final lap, and actually there's a pass for P3. Kian is running in a good position right now, and that may not last for long. He does have some company behind him. Doesn't matter though. Down the straight, he may put a move towards turn 1. The final corner, the Wall of Champions, has caught many drivers out in the past. We approach the final lap. Sean now learning the wheel fastest lap time. Now Odin's on a penalty. I was going to say fastest lap time, but Odin's going to be getting a fastest lap here. He is back in 3rd. That's going down the corner. Jonas. Oh, Jonas. Oh, he ends up spinning.
Oh, that's Sam.
Oh, ends up getting hit.
And it looks like Odems has spun it as well, so his quest for points goes wrong again, and he falls down the field, gets passed by Paddy Balloons, and he's down to 13th.
Oh, that is honestly, he's having a good day. Let's tell a battle between someone at the Ferrari. Let's look at a save place. That's the Boogsy's been shoved in the wall. Oh, and the Haas, he's been taking him out. Well, he's gone off the track. That's obvious. And Haas goes spinning. That could be a lap down. Wow. Well, Sean is coming to the final corner. Oh, and James Slater's been caught up in an incident. Brooks will be ahead of him, and so will Bobby Dweller. Didn't get disqualified, so he's not going to get any points. Sean is going to come through and win, and Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Second on the wheel. Third will be Kian, a podium. Fourth, Gasman. Fifth, start off this. Sixth, seventh, James Slater. Brookster, eighth. Gasman, 9th, Sandster, 10th, Malloy, 11th, Odoms, oh no! Oh, he got shoved off in the wall of champions.
Oh, and the misery continues.
By Jamie. Just got shoved off. I feel bad for him. He was side by side with Jamie, and Jamie just turned right in a left-hander. Or at least a left-hander off the chicane and put him in the wall. But then his race over, wait for Clyde Balloons to finish. He has quite a ways to go.
He does indeed. And we're our championship contenders. We've got the Boogster in 7th. James Slater in 6th. So, yeah, it's going to keep things close at the front.
I'm surprised Bobby Dweller. I'm still having this race. I know I didn't have a choice. But I'm just surprised that he didn't finish it. Because usually he's pretty clean on that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there.
So as the race is over, it is Sean on the wheel, Kian, spider off this Jonas P5. And James Slater, Bookster, Gazman, Sam Malloy round the top 10. Then Jamie Odoms, Lance Stroll. Oh, Lance Stroll, nice to see he finishes a race at his home country. Actually, no, he DNF. Oh, what a shame. 14th, Cloudy Balloon, 15th, Rex. Then it is Bobby Dweller, Nowick, Black Mumbai, and Stifler rounds out the 19 cars we have here in Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. So, we enter 2 final races, and I believe one is Austria, and the other may be Singapore, and it is.
Yeah, Singapore, and then finish up with Austria. So 2 complete opposite circuits to finish things off. And James Slater in the lead now of the championship by 5 points from the Boogster. Bobby Dweller in 3rd, just a further 3 points adrift. So those 3 continuing to be the big players in the quest for the championship here.
Yeah. So everyone from 12th on points down are officially eliminated from this championship. If Nowick wins the next 2 races, I think he'll win this championship. Let's say it comes out as a tiebreaker with James Slater and Spider wins it. Let's say James Slater doesn't get any more points, and the other guys don't get any more points, and Nowick, let's say, wins the next 2 races. Well, he'll also have to get it by a tiebreaker too, but. Really, the top 11 have a chance at the championship. But really, the realistic ones I see are the guys from 1st to 4th. Maybe 1st to 5th, or 6th, I don't know. But they're all pretty close.
Yeah, they're all pretty close. I guess, top 5 are in with a good shout. After that, they're going to need a bit of luck or something bad to happen to the drivers out front there to have any chance. But Singapore, I mean, we saw what happened at Monaco. Singapore, another street circuit. There's every chance of complete chaos. And who knows who'll come out on top here.
Yeah. As we enter Singapore, like I said, I'd say maybe the top 3 drivers have a chance. Maybe. That's how I see it. But we are entering Singapore, the penultimate round of this championship. And, well, it's going to be a good one. I feel like a lot of people are going to get punted off turn 1. And it's really not going to help anyone's case.
Yeah, there is plenty of runoff on the right-hand side there of turn 1 as well, so I think we'll see some drivers just pretty much just cutting straight across that to avoid the chaos. And at least it's a dry track for the drivers, so they haven't got that to contend with.
Oh, so we'll wait for this to load, and we'll get ready for Singapore. So yeah, I feel like Austria and Singapore are good tracks to end out this championship with. Let's actually, I was looking at the regulations, and well, not so to say the history. I mean, we've had a couple past sprint champions. I know Nick has won two, but I think Nick won seasons 3 and 4, and then there's one for season 6, one for season 8. Now there's one for season 10. I forgot who won the other two. Actually, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, Tempfear and Cliffy are the other winners of the Sprint Championships.
Singapore, we're green drive-through for a jump start from Black Mumbai. Oh, what a terrible time. But yeah, Black Mumbai ended up winning this race in the pinnacle tier, so it's kind of sad to see. But actually, James Slater, Kian going at it. I think this is actually Kian's first ever pinnacle tier start for his debut was in Singapore. So this track is iconic for a couple drivers in the field.
Definitely, and it was reasonably clean there, Alan, in the first couple of corners.
It's a disappointment.
It is. Pretty surprising.
Oh, never mind, you jinxed it. One car spinning, that is knowing.
Had to happen.
James Slater leads Kian second, third is Sean. Now, I think Sean finished third in this race also. I know he didn't win, obviously. There are one person in all, that's of course India. Oh, Body Dweller's down the order, and he ends up spinning.
No, he finds himself at the back of the field, along with Gaza.
James Slater is leading this race. He also is going to take the points lead when they finish right now.
Yeah, so looking good for James Slater at the moment in the championship run. Yeah, the Bookster and Kian.
He's going to get another podium, which is really good for him. And Bookster's going to get third, but he's going to lose 10 points to James Slater, and that's very, very crucial. That's like someone getting 5th place and you're getting no points. And that sounds really bad, but then again, when you get both the podium, it sounds good. And then you have to realize, first and third, that's something 10 points. So really, I'd say it's sort of a rip-off. I don't know. That's how I see it. Bookster's still pretty. He needs to make his way up the river any shot at his championship.
Yeah, he's fallen back from Kian a little bit as well, but he needs to get into that second position at the very least, as you say, try and limit the points damage if he can.
Effectively, after this race, Sean's championship hopes are down the drain. He needed a very good result after today. Obviously, his chances are down. So, I feel like after this race, it'll just be the top 3 that have a shot at this thing. It's going to be very interesting. But also, I also have to look at maybe even Body Dweller, his championship could be over. I don't know. What's Body Dweller's championship? Oh no, Body Dweller's in 14.
Yeah.
And James Slater ends up winning this race. Oh, he ends up spinning. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-man show.
It is.
And really, it's going to take him out of the championship too. So that is always a bummer to see.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a 2-man race for the title by the look of it. Heidi Balloon's also, yeah, he's in 4th, pressuring the Bookster as well, so he could yet lose even more points.
On the table, enter the final lap with James Slater leading. Now, fire guys like Bookster, you want Kian to get by to reduce that points gap. We enter the final lap. I know Kian is going to give it his all, especially with his lag. It's really going to help him and not James Slater, but we'll see. Final action, no, he's got on a penalty.
Yeah.
Penalty, 2 seconds for exceeding the track limit, so Willie put a move down to the inside of James Slater. No, backs out of it.
Yeah, he backs out of it, and with the field so close at 2 seconds, it could cost him the position to the Bookster. So, yeah, he'll be determined to try and get as far up the road as he possibly can. And a few time penalties coming in for plenty of drivers here.
Bookster stays within that gap, you should get second, so it's going to be 7 points added on between the two. And Bookster from the beginning had an early advantage, but it's just sort of faded away, but he's still been there. And then after that, we'll head towards Austria, and it'll be close between the drivers and see if they have a shot. Sean, 2 seconds time penalty. Body Dweller, sad day for him. You know, it's going to end his championship hopes. He had a shot in Italy, and then he come here, and next thing you know, he runs out. So, we enter the the final sector for the penultimate round of the season. James Slater, James Slater is going to come home and effectively take the points lead and give himself a huge advantage in Austria.
Yeah, he set himself up nicely here, and I'm just going to mention Odems is running in 8th and looking good for some points, but he's just dropped to 10th, as I said it, so he's hanging on in there. But Kian trying hard to make his way past James Slater if he possibly can. And yeah, but actually pushing him along there as they enter the final corner. But probably nowhere to go now. And yeah, James Slater does cross the line and take the win. Kian drops to 3rd because of his 2-second time penalty. So the Bucks to 2nd. Heidelberg's 4th. Then the Wheel 5th. And Sam in 6th.
So that stands right now. 7 points gap between Buckster and James Slater. James Slater leading it, I believe. Not 7 points gap, but after this race, 7 points have been added, an additional towards James Slater.
Yeah, it's looking good for him now, you have to say. His good position at Austria will be key.
I think many people agree with that, but there's the race over. James Slater, Bookster, Key, and Clyde Balloons under the wheel. Samster actually got 6th place. Good job to him with those penalties. Top 2 didn't have to get any penalties. After that is Odom, Spider Altis, Jamie, Gazman, Arax, Noak, Jonas, Carlos Sainz, Body Dweller, Malloy, and Black Mumbai. So we're down to 18 drivers. We've only lost 2, which is not that bad.
Yeah, not too bad. And yeah, we'll head back to the lobby now and check the points for the final time before we head into the decider.
Yeah. But we'll wait and see.
Here we go
12
then.
points gap, and yeah, Body Dweller eliminated from this championship.
And
Bad
yeah,
day for him.
yeah, and 12 points is a reasonably decent buffer to have. You know, if he gets a strong points finish, James Slater, then the title will probably go his way. But absolutely anything can happen, as we've seen. And yeah,
it can happen.
Indeed. Who's your money on?
I'm gonna have to give it to James Slater, most likely. I feel like he's gonna hang on to it. It's a 12 points lead, and for him to clinch his championship, I actually don't know the numbers right now, but I know that if he finishes, is it 4th or better? I don't know if it's 4th. I don't know. I'm trying to think, because let me think. I know if he wins, no matter, if let's say he finishes 2nd, no matter what, he'll win the championship. What about 3rd? No, I think it's if he finishes. Well, no, if he finishes 4th, and then let's say Bookster ends up winning, that's gonna be a tiebreaker.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who the tiebreaker would go to actually.
No, I'm not sure who that would fall to in that case. Let's hope that somebody wins it on points outright. He's had more wins.
James Slater has one more win. Yeah, more wins. So, yeah. So, top 4 finish. That is what James Slater needs to win this championship. A top 4 finish to clinch it no matter what.
The countdown is real, and who will take this title? 2 men left in it. 20 started tonight with hopes of the title, but only 2 drivers remaining with a shout as we count down.
We started with 20 drivers eligible for the championship. It all comes down to 2 in Spielberg. The 5 red lights in the Austrian Grand Prix, the Austrian Hills, Noak and Malloy in the front row, and we're green. And of course, Jonas starts last. Off the start, Noak and Malloy off to a steady start. I'm going to keep an eye on our 2 championship contenders, and so far, someone's been taken on the background. That is Clyde
James
Balloons.
Slater at the back of the field at the moment.
Last. He's last right now. So what we need to see from Bookster, he's in 7th, and he needs to climb his way up to 4th or better, or his 3rd or better to do it.
He does. As you mentioned, he's got to make moves now. While the field are close together, he's got to make it happen. He's in this massive gaggle of cars here, so he's got to try and keep it clean and yeah, make his way forward.
be able to do today. Very slim, though. But, you know, we're already coming to the second lap. We're already halfway through this race. And Noah leads. This is sort of what he was hoping for a couple rounds ago. The best of days. And, as I say, now James Slater is up to 12, so he's lurking in the points. Black Bookster is in 7th, so it all comes down to the wire. It's going up to the field. Oh, someone's been spun off. I don't know who that is. I'm going to the replays, but someone's been spun off, and we approach the second lap. Black Mumbai making his way up to 5th. Bookster still in 7th, and now he's going to have to get by Gazman. Oh, he's going to have to try and make a move here as we head down towards the hill in turn 3.
Yeah, he's got no choice but to just go for it straight away. He's got to make positions, but he doesn't make that work. And Gazza now is the inside for this tricky left-hander. But Gazza runs wide, out breaks himself, I think, there. And the Bookster, who's up to 6th. But I think it'll be tough in just another lap and a bit now to get the positions he needs here. Oh, there's massive chaos ahead. And as I say that, the Bookster moves into 3rd. Absolute chaos ensues. Yep.
This is what he needs to win this championship.
And James Slater's still down in 12.
This is what he needs to win the championship. A comeback story. 12-point deficit entering the final round. And I am wrong. What he needs to do, come on, James Slater. You need to work your way up to at least 9th place. Because that is a 15-point thing to none. So really, he's going to need to finish 8th, I think. So James Slater, he needs some luck on this last lap.
He needs incidents ahead. He's a little bit back there. He's in 11th and he's not really close to any cars. So he's just going to be purely relying on incidents ahead of him.
Actually, Noah. Oh, Body Dweller. Body Dweller is with Bookster. What happens if he takes him out? Oh, that'd be hilarious if that happens. Oh, no.
He's gone off.
Bookster's off. He's gone off. Bookster's gone off. That's what he needs to win the championship.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. James Slater is going to win this championship. As we come through the final 2 corners, he passes both Ferraris. James Slater's into the points. That's not what he needed. Noak's going to come through. Noak wins it. James Slater's going to come across the line in a P8, and out of nowhere, the comeback story again happens. This time it's James Slater, and he's a champion in the Sprint-to-Sprint Championship for Season 10 in F1 TSL.
Incredible. 10 races, and it all changed there on the final half a lap of the final race. The Bookster just got tangled up, I think, only caught the end of it there with somebody off into the gravel, and then his desperation to get back on circuit, he ended up hitting another car, spinning round, and James Slater, from probably cursing his luck there out of the points, finds himself finishing in 7th, ahead of his rival, and takes the title.
Yes, he's taken the title. I'm not sure if we're supposed to do interviews or anything, but that ends out a very interesting championship, one I've never done before, and I'm very happy to do it. Cannot wait for the next one.
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? And certainly not short on action. It's difficult to keep up on what's going on where and what car to watch. Everyone within a few tenths of each other for most of the time. So it's sort of pick your battle. But we tried our best, and yeah, it didn't disappoint. And yeah, a worthy champion, I think, there, James Slater as well. He was consistent throughout, really, and yeah, it told in the end, and he just about did enough there.
Very surprised by that finish, I'll be honest. My voice is done and shredded out. Flighty Balloon still needs to finish the race, and he's ghosted, I believe, and he's doing some burnouts to finish this championship. What a lad to do some burnouts.
Absolutely, why not? And yeah, I bet the Bookster must be gutted there. He must have been thinking he had that done. But it's not over until you cross the finish line. And yeah, he just got bit there at the end, and yeah, I can't believe that it swung so much there. Just in a 3-lap race, we were thinking that both drivers were in the title position, and yeah, the Bookster just didn't work out for him in the end.
Yeah, so that was a championship. Mighty Balloons, please finish. He's how to feel now. Yeah.
Just about creeping to the line.
Yeah. He stops. Hey, he stopped.
Yeah.
He stops. Oh my god.
I think we've seen this sort of thing from him before.
Kick to swallow.
Wow, at least it gives us a moment to calm down after that dramatic finish. And it looks like he finally has finished in 15th. And yeah, he's won 2 races today, Cloudy Balloons, and was our first winner, but his title hope slipped away there. It just wasn't quite consistent enough. And shout out for Odems as well, who in second there.
Let's go over the final results. 12 seconds left. Let's do it. Noah, Odom, Sam, Kian, Gavin, Sean, James Slater, Jamie Malloy, Jonas, Spider Altis, Rex, Black Mobile, Learn the Wheel, Cloudy Balloons, Bookster, Bali Dwell, and that rounds it out. We'll have to go to the points after, but I did see it was an 18-point gap. Yep, here it is. James Slater wins with 115 points. After that, an 18-point gap back to Bookster. And then it's pretty diverse after that. And Rex did not get any points out of this championship.
Wow, that's, yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if that's ever actually happened before, but he's got the record there of 0 points after 10 3-lap races. But wow, that was action-packed stuff there.
Yeah, as I say, both Reynolds got the same amount of points, which is pretty good for the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only one constructors, because one McLaren driver got the championship and everything. The other didn't do that well. Then you have the 2 Renault drivers who had up to 60, so 64. No. I'm trying to do the math now. Yeah, 64. 64, right? That is it. And I'm not sure if we're supposed to end the stream or do interviews, but
yeah,
pretty much does it.
I think we'll end the stream there, I think. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, Alan. That was great stuff.
Yep, definitely.
And yeah, everyone be sure to check out the website, www.f1tshub.com, and follow us on Twitter at F1tshub. And as we mentioned before, end of this month, 30th of March at 8 PM on our YouTube channel will be the Season 11 reveal. All the information and sign up stuff you need. Lots of exciting stuff coming up, I know for sure, that we've been working on, and can't wait to share it all with you. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, Alan, and yeah, thanks for the brilliant racing, everybody.
So thank you everybody so much for watching the Sprint Off Championship. My name is 11, everything for Season 11. But hopefully we will see you back here for Season 11, and stay tuned to the reveal. Like, so my name's Anna alongside Jonah. We will see you for Season 11. Have a safe night, everybody, and peace.